Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Yaya. What's up, peoples? Okay. All right. So I got a girl on the show today. And Miss Tracy, I have to say Miss Tracy because she's got a podcast. Now, there's some things and we were talking about this earlier that when you are older, you don't want to be bothered with. And so her podcast is perfectly named. I'm just excited. It's called Girl, Girl, making it through, girl, making it through. And I want to welcome Tracy to the show. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Girl, this is
Hi,
so
Yaya. I'm happy to be here. I'm so
oh,
excited to be here.
I'm so happy you're here because that's just like the perfect name for a podcast. Girl, I'm making it through. You'll never
Listen, and you are saying it perfectly like, girl, I'm
girl.
making it through, honey.
So thank you so much again for being here. It's like this. I mean, everybody has a beginning to their madness. I call it madness because it is kind of mad to start a podcast about girl I'm making it through because there's a lot of things that can be said, and
Yes.
sometimes it can exclude the male part of everything, and sometimes it's because of the male.
Now,
So tell me, how did what was the trigger? What was it that said, girl, that would be a good podcast right there? What was that?
well, let me just back all the way up from that. So, um, I've always felt like I've had this calling,
Mm-hmm.
to share my experiences, to share my wisdom, to help others along the way. But as I have grown and now at a state of being 50 plus, we'll put that out there. Um, Life after 50.
Girl, I'm 52. That's why I came on like,
Yeah, life after 50, girl, something else.
girl,
It's
what
something
happened? Like, what happened? I'm
that part.
sorry.
What happened?
What
I
happened?
mean, navigating menopause. And unfortunately, I'm in the club of widowhood,
Oh, I'm sorry.
identity shifts,
Mm,
spiritual growth, no nonsense attitude, all
mhm,
of that. I needed a place to really just be able to process the changes that were going on. And I'm like, I'm absolutely 100% sure I'm not the only one
no,
that's going through it,
no,
right?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So, as I go along this journey and learn things about this stage in my life, I felt like, why not share the information for one, create a space for other women that are experiencing it, a safe place without judgment that we can talk about these things, um, make connection, and to say, hey, girl, I'm making it through too.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this space where we can make it through together,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what it is. And you mentioned men. Um, I don't want to say that this is a space that men are actually excluded from,
Right.
because quite honestly, they're in the journey with us.
Yeah.
Our spouses, our the men in our family, our male friends, and they go through these things as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's centered around women because I'm a woman, and we're gonna
Right.
talk about my stuff. Okay, I mean,
Hey.
just straight up. So, in that, if we can, have a male come on and share his experience with a woman of a certain age, and and issues that a man may be going through that can help another man or help a woman
Mhm.
understand what he's going through, then yes, this is a safe space for everybody to be able to heal, to share, to offer advice, to get advice. I just wanted to make sure that I created this space for us
Mhm.
over 50.
Girl,
Yeah.
when I think when I hit 50, things started going down here. I'm like, what is going on?
Listen,
Happened. You know?
hair. I mean, and it starts head to toe, girl. Knees go to acting fun. We're like, what? Wait a minute. I ain't never had that pain before. What is this? Hot flash? Why am I crying? Like,
I'm gonna go there, girl. I was like, okay, I think I turned into a 5-year-old when I
yes,
when I turned
yes,
50 because
yeah.
I had, like you said, the need, the aches and the pains and all that. I,
Hmm.
I I really started getting like these different things that were going on with me. But then I got frozen shoulder,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I'm like, I can't literally get my arm up.
Yeah, yeah, it's a real thing. It is
I'm
a
like, okay, we just gonna pull that sucker up. Cause we ain't gonna get stiff. I ain't gonna be walking around like this.
yes, yes, it's a real thing.
It's like what?
I had a show recently with a girlfriend of mine, and we just had some girl chat, and I brought up a topic about Black women in particular, and how the healthcare system sometimes don't take our pain serious. And it sparked a whole nother level of conversation. So being able to share information like that that's pertinent to us is extremely important. And I want to invite, in fact, one of my shows, I will be having a doctor on talking about all these things we're mentioning with menopause. And from the medical profession, like from her point of view, like,
Mhm.
how do you see us as Black women being treated in the healthcare field? You see
Yeah,
it firsthand. And
yeah.
as a doctor, what do you do about it? So we're talking real stuff. We're talking real stuff that matters and that hopefully can make a difference, enlighten somebody. And nothing is really off limits with the discussion. Nothing.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Nothing.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, it's rare to find those doctors, male, female, white,
Yes.
black, Indian, Hispanic. It
Yes.
doesn't really matter. I mean, I think it's all in who they are and what they do believe and what they, and how they interpret what they're supposed to do for people.
Exactly.
And so I'm
Exactly.
not looking at color. I'm just looking at the responsibility level of a person that wants to literally tell me, hey, this is what's going on with you. This is what we need
Hmm.
to do. Why don't we go ahead and double check it, make sure that this is what it is
Right.
before we move forward?
Right.
We've had, and you and I know, I have had some people that I told them, hey, I called them on the phone. I said, hey, this is my symptom. I need
Yeah.
to make an appointment to come in. And the next thing you know, I got a prescription. A prescription for what? You haven't even seen me. This is
Yeah.
why I have white coat. This is why I don't want to go to no doctor and see
Right.
no doctor because you. I said, I
Right.
ain't seeing you no more. They called me. I said, don't ever call me. Don't ever call me. No, just don't call me no more. I got high blood pressure because of you.
Uh-oh. Right, right, because of the doctor now.
Because of the
And
doctor.
and the
Oh,
thing about it is we have to learn to, advocate for ourselves. And if
yeah.
we can't, having someone else, be there with us to ask the questions, to dig
Mhm.
a little deeper and not just accept what they say as law.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if that doctor is not serving you, be bold enough to say, hey, I want another doctor. So
Exactly.
there's a lot of different topics that we'll carry, discuss on the show.
Hmm.
But I just want to again create the space, and it really was out of this pulling. God was like, "Listen, be obedient," because once you're out here in this social media world, you're out there. So
Yeah.
I had some apprehension about it, but I knew I needed to use my story and my journey to serve others. So that's really where this was born from. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I can share. I
Yeah.
can share, I guess.
This is beautiful though,
and,
'cause you
and
do
been
have.
having fun doing it actually.
I'm glad. And you do have your YouTube page. I see it right here,
Yes,
girl. I'm making
yes,
it through. You're also on Buzzsprout and a couple and one other place. I forgot what it was. You do have your own website too, that goes kind of your link that goes to your Facebook page is there too, so people
yes,
can actually
yes.
find you wherever. But I find it very interesting to me, and I want to give my condolences first of all because I know it's difficult to continue a life without the one that you've loved all of this time.
Yeah.
How did how do you talk about this in the show?
Well, I am planning to have a show devoted to loss.
Hmm.
Um, and if I'm being 100%, I'm just not there yet.
I hear you.
I've mentioned it, and it's out there that I have lost my husband. But I want to be able to be authentic in how I do the show.
I
I
got
don't
you.
want to break down in the middle of it. I'm getting there. I'll say that
I hear you.
because I know that it's a big thing for women, especially as you enter your 50s. And I know there's younger women that have lost their spouses, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, the older we get, like there's more things again that we have to start facing. We're on the other side of this thing. So called life. So, things are more real, lots of changes with our bodies, our minds, or things like that. So there is going to be before the end of this season. I am preparing myself for it and what I want to talk about concerning it. But yes, losing my husband, and I have done the steps of grief counseling and those things. So I'm getting in a space where I'll be able to discuss it. And I pray and I know that it will be helpful for another woman that's in my shoes.
Yeah, yeah. Losses, as you get older, the threat
Yes.
or even the realization of losing your parents becomes
Hmm.
really like evident. Like I lost both my parents already.
Yes, I
I'm
have.
an orphan.
I have as well. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I always say it
Yeah.
in my shows. God gives you what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And that I have a woman that's been in my life for the past 35 years. And when my mom passed, my father had preceded her, but when she passed, she called me and she said, I know your mom is gone, but you're not motherless. And
Mm.
that's another thing you learn. Family is not always blood,
Yeah.
and as we go through life and lose people along the way, not just to death, but to growth,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
we learn that family is not always blood. I'm in a whole new community. Me and my husband moved to, and now he's not here. But I have a village right
Mm-hmm.
here where I'm at. I don't always have to travel somewhere, where my biological family is because I have family here, which is amazing. So these again are things we talk about on the show. Life changes. Life throws you curveballs. It punches you in the gut. Like it does these things. But there's also travel. I travel by myself a lot. I go on
Mm-hmm.
cruises. I found a life where I'm finding my peace and my joy and my happiness. And, it's a journey. It's a journey,
Yeah.
and you have to open yourself up to these changes. So,
Yeah.
it's just keep watching, Yaya. That's all I'm gonna say, girl. Keep watching because we gonna have some good girlfriend conversations, some
Mm.
conversations, like I said, with some men. But yeah, it's gonna cover the gamut of everything I'm going through
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm sure I'm not alone in this journey.
No, ma'am.
I want to be able to have again some guests on that we could just have some real talk and real conversation around what's happening in life. So
Yeah, yeah. I find it that a lot of people don't like. I don't know what it's like to not have my spouse around, and I'm
mhm.
hoping that I won't ever really have that. But then
Yes.
that would mean that I would be the one to go first.
Hmm.
So I mean, there's always those circumstances by which we have to live, and as you get older, you figure out that you're living literally on borrowed time, and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you've
And,
always
and,
really
and what are
lived.
you going to do? What are
Yeah,
you going to do with that borrowed time?
so you have
I
no
gotta,
time. You have no time to waste. And a lot of people don't realize
none.
that the reason that older people are so blunt is because look, every second that goes by means I'm getting older. Okay.
Yes. And I'm
God,
finding myself being just as blunt these days.
oh my gosh. I'm like, no. They're like, really? No.
Right. Girl, look, and I'm gonna tell you, no is a powerful word. You hear
Hmm.
me? No
Yep.
is a powerful word. I learned
Mhm.
it a couple years ago, and now I'm like, no, no, no,
No.
no, 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 no. It's gonna be a song. No.
No. I'm telling you what. No. No.
No. And my no mean no.
No. Oh my God.
Yes,
And menopause.
indeed.
I think all the things that are bad that happen to women start with the word men.
Yes, Yaya. Yeah.
Menopause. Whoa, man.
Yes.
Whoa,
Yes.
man.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
When I turned 50, like I said, I thought I was 5 years old because I started looking at my husband and going, ew, God,
When it
ew,
ain't his fault,
yeah.
Yaya.
Oh my gosh. It just, you
Wait, and
revert
don't be
back to it.
surprised if he looking at you saying too,
I
because
don't care. At that point, it didn't even matter to me. It was like,
right.
okay,
But I'm saying they have it as well. I
I
believe it's called andropause or something along those lines.
something
I'll have
along
to
those
give you the
lines.
correct word, but yeah,
Whatever it
they
is,
go
it don't
through it
start with
too, honey.
woman.
And we call it a midlife crisis when they want to go buy that Corvette or whatever, But they go through it too, honey.
I
They go
know.
through it
I
too.
know, but listen, everything that's bad with them don't start with woman.
It doesn't. It
Everything that's
it
bad for women start with men. I'm sorry, I ain't
doesn't.
trying to put nobody down. Really, I'm not. But at this age, and you going through menopause, I don't think men understand this. I don't think you. I think men should listen to the podcast about
Yes,
menopause.
and
They
I
need
tried
to
to
know.
tell. I have a couple of my cousins, my guy cousins. They're like, "Oh, Tracy, you got a podcast? It's wonderful." And in the beginning, I always give like a snippet of what's coming up in the show. Oh, you're men bashing. You're men. No, it's not about that at all. In fact, I feel like if you're a smart man, yes, I paused on purpose. If you're a smart man, you will tune in to the channel and listen because we're giving you all the information you need to help your woman as
Mhm.
she's going through
Yeah,
being 50 plus. Okay,
those
you should
hormones.
tune in to learn how to
Mhm.
assist her in this journey, and then you might reap some benefits.
Now, wait, now you wait a minute now. Wait
Yeah,
a
let's
minute
keep it
now.
100. Now they need to be tuning in so they can see, girl. And I know I've been going through this thing of finding natural ways to heal and deal with menopause and eating better and all of those things. So you know when we get to that certain age, things change, in the bedroom and things like that.
Mhm.
So, I'm in the phase of finding some things that work.
We gonna talk later.
So we gonna have a show about it. You hear me? Yeah, I've been doing my research, baby. I've been doing my research.
You
So
and me both, girl. You and me
we
both,
are going
girl.
to talk. Yes. So again, I want to be able to share things in life at this stage, 50 plus, that I've been going through and millions of other women have been going through. And I just think that we don't share enough.
Yeah,
I haven't found where there's a space where we're having real conversation, not just
yeah,
commercial for a YouTube channel, to get likes and views and those things. Give me some real information. And I'm
yeah.
not able to find real information in a lot of instances. So
Mhm.
I'm doing some research on some different topics and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
I
talk
love it.
about it. Good,
I
bad, or
love it.
indifferent. We're gonna talk.
Mhm. I've
Yeah.
been doing that natural thing too. He don't look so bad anymore.
Now, now, so we gotta compare notes because your girl just started dating. So
Oh,
we're gonna
watch
compare
out.
notes.
Watch out. He's natural, girl. Don't you let these things. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Hold on a second now. Wait a minute, because these natural things gonna get you
Now, now.
watch out. Just
So
watch
that's
out.
and yeah, that's yet another topic
Yeah.
because again, after 50, you have women that are established, that have, homes, they have great jobs, they're making good money, and they're single.
Yes.
Like, we got to talk about that thing. Like,
I'm sorry.
what do we do? If we're that woman in that category, what do I do?
Exactly. What's up with the young boys hitting
Where
on
I'm
the
gonna
older
find my
women?
man at?
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I mean, is it that he wasn't born yet, so don't worry about it? I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out.
the pickings are slim. And I'm going to tell you, my personal thought about it is you have women that will deal with a little boy that's 55. So he don't have any incentive to get with, not get with, but get himself together to be with. So that's a whole nother conversation, girl. But yes, even at this stage, trying to find love, or you know what I'm saying, putting yourself out there. You know, yeah, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother show. But I did say this to my husband. I said, "You are it."
Yes, yeah.
You are it. I cannot train someone else.
You saw the look. Yaya.
Look at your face. You went. I cannot train someone. I got time to be training other people.
Yeah. And you think, like, you know, I knew my husband for 26 years, and it's like to be someone new and to adjust to, you know, and like you said, you know, I hate to use the word train, but yes, like you got to teach this person how to love you. Are they open to doing the different things that need to be done to make you feel, you know, all those things, you know, like it's work.
It is.
It's work. And it's time. I don't like these are things that are built over time.
Yeah. You gotta already have that. At 50
we
over
now.
50 plus, you dating a woman that's 50 plus, you gotta already have all that. I'm sorry. You gotta already be confident in yourself enough to know that I am not trying to, and if I make more money than you, then get over it.
That part.
Okay, get over it. Cause that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay.
Right.
You know, if I'm already set, got my house, and you ain't got your house, there's something wrong.
See, now that's one of the things there. Now, a lot of women, there's a lot, you know, that are well established. There's a lot of men that are not. And do we accept that man because he's not well established? He may be a great guy. Yeah, but no. Yaya, you said yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. Yeah, no. But no. In the reality of that is, or do I just go without? And that's what a lot of women, they're trying to figure it out. Do I settle for somebody less than what? No, don't settle. I want it. I'm sorry. I have to say this. Look, I have to say this. Look. Okay. When you're young, you got time to settle. Yes. You got time to grow together. You got time to build together. Listen, when you get 50 plus, don't be settling. Okay? Be alone. Be alone if you have to be alone. You got to find someone that really touches the dream that you had, you know, of this is my guy. There's never going to be a perfect guy, but there's just got to be some things that you got to draw the line at. Like, now, how long have you and your husband been married? Oh, we've been together since '89. Okay. So long time. With mad respect. Oh, that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I know it's easy for me. The statement is easy for you to say, and I say that I'm not alone. But right. So I'm not alone. The point that I'm getting at is a lot of women have at this age have never been married, so they don't have the experience of having that. I don't know. Yeah, they've never been married, and they've never had the experience of having their person. So they settle or be alone. You know what I'm saying? And if they've been alone for years and years and years, because maybe they focused on career or, you know, maybe, you know, whatever the case may be, they don't want to grow old by themselves. Yeah. So they want somebody. Yeah, true. Now, how do you get that somebody? You know what I mean? Draw a line or something, though. You can't just be taking every application and saying you're hired. I mean, you know, you just can't do it. And hopefully that's what they're doing. Hopefully that's what they're doing. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that they're taking their time to be selective. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, don't just like take the first mojo that comes along your way and says, you know what, baby, you know, you beautiful. Yes. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, no, don't do that. Just don't do that. And I've learned even that friendship, if and a lot of times people miss this, but when you have a basis of friendship, it carries you so far in a relationship, you know, that at least look there. I would say
Yeah,
look there first,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's just me. But
I'm a
yes,
feelings
so
girl.
that's another show all in itself,
It
yeah.
is, but I'm sure you're gonna be tackling all of this because this is girl,
I'm making
I'm
it
making it through,
through.
girl. I'm
Girl,
making
I'm
it
making it through, honey.
Oh,
I'm making
I
it
know
through,
you're
girl.
gonna do it. I know
So
because
yes,
these are the things that women are talking about, and I think a man should listen to your podcast
yes,
because listening to your podcast is going to give them the insights that they've never had before about
yes,
the woman that they might desire,
yes,
but because
yes,
they're not on the level that she's looking for,
yes.
maybe they are, but they're not revealing it. You
And
know
you find that men that are on that level, they're not at the club, they're not at
exactly. Hmm.
sports bar, late at night. So you got to get creative. A person told me once, get busy doing the things that you love in life, and hopefully you meet somebody that also
Yeah.
enjoys doing those same things. There
Hmm.
you have something in common.
Exactly.
Great basis to start something new.
And
So
that's what I do believe. I
yeah,
think that I
yeah,
think that that would be your dream guy, like someone who
yeah,
is on the same plane as you, understanding you. So when you guys talk, you have
yes,
something to talk about,
yes, yes.
And so,
Yeah.
what is it like being alone now? Not to get into it, but like, is there a security issue? Do you find yourself looking around more, being more alert? I mean, do you talk about that in your podcast yet?
No, we haven't discussed that yet, but I will say I don't feel that I lack security.
Mm-hmm.
With my husband being gone, I have a village, as I mentioned. I
Mm-hmm.
have lots of people in my life that
Right.
fill a lot of different voids with him not being here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm a military veteran, and we'll leave that there.
Well,
So,
all
in that respect, no.
right. I got you. I got you. I
um, but security it could be in several forms. It could be emotional security. It could be So those types of things, I feel like I'm working through or have worked through already, without him being here.
mm-hmm.
Um, Pretty honest, with my friends, and they're honest with me, as far as having conversations and how I'm about how I'm feeling with him not being here. I'll say that
I got you. I
i've
got
been i've been able to talk more about him without the emotional breakdown. So that's why I feel the show is coming soon. It's
you.
coming soon, but I just know it'll hit a nerve, the more I kind of dig deep. And I want to be, like I said, authentic in sharing that feeling, you
Yeah,
know, for someone else that may be going through the same thing. So,
definitely.
no, I don't feel insecure in that because I feel like I'm surrounded with enough love to get through.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So I don't even actually feel alone anymore, which
That's really wow.
is big,
Yeah,
big, especially, losing your spouse. It's big.
it is. It
Yeah.
is. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
And I know it takes time. I've
It
lost.
does. It
It
does.
it takes time.
It
Uh,
takes time, and it's a journey.
mm-hmm.
And I did have to succumb to the fact that I needed help with that journey.
I got you.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I did go and get the help I needed, and it has done wonders.
I got you. And
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the, we how would you say we will be able to get not over it but through it, and that's why I love what your podcast is named, girl.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
making it through. There's never going to be that complete, oh, I'm good, you know what I mean, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a piece of you that's gone, literally, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
You lose
Hmm.
your parents, you lose your spouse, you lose, some people have lost all their children, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they've just reached 50, and I know people that they had like 4 kids and all of the kids are dead.
Mm.
It's gone.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And
That's a
grief
loss,
is
you
something.
know?
Grief is really something.
It is.
That In my life, when my mom passed, and this year will be 4 years, October, that she's passed, I've always been one to just keep it going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So when my husband passed, it was the time that I slowed down for that I realized I never grieved my mom.
Mm.
So it was compounded.
Wow.
So that is real. That
Yeah.
is real. And people are living with it every day, with the fact that they've never really grieved. And you have to be able to successfully move on. Otherwise, it manifests in other ways:
Mm-hmm.
anger, resentment, lashing out. You
Yeah.
have to go through the process of grieving. And we're definitely going to probably more than likely have a couple of shows. I want to have one specifically
Good.
surrounding my grief and my husband, but I want to do one to, have some experts on to even just talk about the process of grief
Mhm.
and to be able, again, this whole process is not, it's about me, but it's not just about me.
Exactly.
It's about women like me.
Mm-hmm.
That if we together collectively can help each other through, you know,
Yes.
I've done my job. Then I've done my job.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you wholeheartedly that we need each other. And
Yes, yes,
it's hard to get through things by yourself. And you should
yes.
never do that. You should never
And
do
that's another thing I've learned in this journey.
that.
So you're hitting some key points. So now, look, you gonna have to be on the show.
Well,
Yes,
I don't know if I'll be a good guest.
yes, you will.
I'll be a silly guest, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like, but
Laughter is always good for the soul.
it's yeah, well, definitely. It's
Yes,
truly, truly real. And
yes.
to go through like menopause, go through perimenopause is something else too.
Hmm.
I mean
Hmm.
that 10 years or that whatever years leading up to full menopause. It wasn't even 10 years. They lied to you. I'm sorry, excuse me.
You
See,
digress. Okay.
I'm emotional, you
You
know?
felt that, Yaya, huh?
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just kidding. But it's like that. It
Yeah.
really truly is. And
Yeah.
to get yourself through those things, like what your podcast says, girl, I'm making it through. It's gonna take more than just you,
Yes, for
to
sure.
do
For
that. And
sure.
I love that you are being very open. And when you're ready to be open about other things that you're not ready for, I'm sure that people will appreciate it. And I know that there's other women out there and possibly men who really need the insight. You
Yes,
know what I mean? That
for
need to be listening.
sure.
So
For
yeah.
sure. I
Yeah.
had a client of mine that we talk to get to each other often, working together.
Hmm.
Um, and we had a conversation recently, and it ended up being about the podcast. And God doesn't make mistakes. So we
Right.
went off into some things that she was dealing with. And now she follows the podcast because she feels like some of the things have helped her, which I thought, wow. In the strangest place, at my with my profession and what I do, that I was able to lead a woman over 50 to the podcast to offer her some information. So
Mhm.
it's doing this thing. It's doing this
Yeah.
thing. And I truly feel that it's my calling. I truly feel that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do concerning being there for other women and sharing my knowledge and us together making it through.
Hmm. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Tracy, for being on the show. I
Oh, so
appreciate it.
excited. Thank you
And
for having
if
me.
you ever want me on your show, just you know how to reach me.
I know how to
But
reach you.
it's so cool just to have a podcast that talks about the things that, like you said, you thought you were alone. You're not alone.
No,
Okay,
not for sure.
you're
Yep.
nowhere near alone. There's
Nowhere near
always
it.
someone out there going through the same thing that you're going through. Maybe not identically the same,
Hmm?
but subject matter, same thing.
Yes.
Same thing. And
Yes.
so you guys can check out the YouTube channel and make sure that you subscribe like I just
Yay!
did.
Thank you,
Yay!
Yaya.
So no problem. Thank you. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so that you can be alerted. Listen, it's gonna be men and women. I think that men should pay attention. Pay attention, men, because it's like when you as a woman are going through menopause, there are certain hormones that dip. And it's
Yes.
not because she doesn't love you anymore, that she's not looking at you anymore, that
Yes.
she's getting mad, she's happy, she's sad. You got to understand, in certain moments, her estrogen levels go high and all of a sudden she's happy. And then all of a sudden, about an hour later, they dip.
Yes.
And it's like everything just broke
And
loose.
and
Like,
in some
what is going on?
cases, they're
Oh,
plummeting.
yes, yes. And it could be from moment to moment to moment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you know, as a man, I do suggest you listen to this podcast, listen to everything. You will have the kudo points galore if
Yes.
you listen to this podcast. Because
Oh,
then
thank
you will
you.
be able to be like, baby, I understand. Baby, I know you know what you need, baby, what you need. She's gonna be
Yes.
like, what happened to you?
And now, listen, I'll add this one note to that. Support is everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything. If you have the right support, you can deal with just about anything, and that
Right.
includes menopause. So,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women often suffer alone, but if you have a spouse and you're the husband, giving that support could mean the world. And
Oh,
again,
it is. It will.
you might get some treats after.
And you come out of that real fast. That ill. Oh, that actually goes way faster when the man
Yes,
understands.
when he
Because, you
understands.
know, I'll tell you one thing that women in menopause, well, at least me, I'm in
Yeah.
menopause. And I'm going to let you know that the one thing I love is when my husband's cleaning the house with me or for me, or it's already clean. He looks so
Yes.
sexy. It is really ridiculous.
Yes.
Because it just helped me. You
Yes.
know, it's helped me.
And
I don't
that's
have to do
sexier
it.
than
It's
anything.
like,
Yes,
baby,
girl.
whoa, what was what?
Yes.
What did you do? Okay.
Yes.
It's reverted back to just the simple things, you know what I
The
mean?
simple things, yes.
But it's really truly the simple things that really do make a difference. It
Mhm,
does.
mhm.
They do make a difference. So I
I
want to thank
agree
you, Tracy,
wholeheartedly.
again so
Yes,
much.
it's been fun. Thank
Oh,
you.
the pleasure's mine, and it has been a lot of fun. And I want to put the link in the description box below so everybody can find the podcast. Whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're joining on Facebook, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, follow, so whatever, share, all
Yes,
of that good stuff. Because
yes, and I appreciate it so much.
definitely, definitely, this podcast is made for everyone, even the younger ladies that are going to be going through what we're going through now. They need to be told what to expect, how
Yes,
to combat it, what it's going to be like, because I didn't have that, you know, and I don't think a lot of us had that. Us
in
50
in
year
our
olds.
generation, we
No,
did
Generation X,
not.
we were the latchkey kids, and let me tell you something. We were like, there is food in the refrigerator. There's some cold cuts, cheese, and mayonnaise, and ketchup, and hot dogs.
And peanut
You know
butter.
what to do. I will see you later. And Mom was gone.
Yes, yes, yes. And the communication was
Oh,
not there for
it wasn't
us.
there. No.
Where, yeah. So one of my shows, and I'll make this really quick. One of my shows, the very first one I did was with my daughter, and my other daughter's her best friend. So they got to talk about some of these things and motherhood, and so yeah, it's definitely not just for women over 50.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can tune in and learn something. So again, I
Yeah,
appreciate you so much, Yaya, for having me.
no problem. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. You ready for it? If you weren't born yet, now you going after this older lady. You better have something in your pocket, in your purse, in your bag, or something that you can pull, some kind of bag of tricks that you got, that you better be ready for it, because she ain't gonna put
Now,
up with it. And the first thing that you're gonna get is rejection, because she could be your mama. I'm just saying. Backing it up. Okay.
now,
I'm just saying, because I've seen it and I'm like, whoa, okay, whoa.
hey, Yaya, that's a whole nother show.
But girl, I'm making it through.
Girl, I'm making it through.
Well, thank you, Tracy, so much. And thank you
Yes.
guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put the links in the description box below. And man, I think we made it through.
Yes, we did. Together.
I
Together.
know,
We made it through.
definitely. And I hope you did too. And we'll see you on the podcast, girl. I'm making it through. Thank you for watching.